Hello everyone, welcome to March 2023 reading with no much of intro, I'm a bit bad in intros. I will do March 2023 reading, so I've done yearly reading, I haven't done January, February, and now we can see where we are with regards to yearly reading or with regards to your situation. So I have 4 piles to choose from. They are different decks. So we have a classical Rider White, we have a Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot, we have Universal Golden Tarot, and the Osho Zen Tarot. And on top of this, I will put one I Ching hexagram or I Ching Gua or advice. It's not a proper I Ching. I'm not fooling myself or others. So for proper I Ching, we should throw the coins or the sticks to get the changing lines. But for this purpose, it will be good enough. So in the end, we will see what is the advice for each of the pile. For the situation, we will read from the I Ching wisdom. Okay, so for pile number 1, Rider White Tarot, what would be the I Ching advice for the situation? It's 61, centering in truth. Okay, so for pile number 2, for Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot, what would be the advice? What would be the advised hexagram or message? It's 12, Standstill. For pile number 3, for the Universal Golden Tarot, what would be the advice? It's 46, pushing upward. And for pile number 4, for Osho Zen Tarot, what would be the Gua or the I Ching wisdom message for the situation we will read? It's 49, revolution. Okay, so take your time, meditate, however you prefer to select your pile, and see you in the reading. Low pile number 1, just one who resonates with number 1 with Rider White Tarot, or with the 61, or centering the truth. Whatever guided you to choose pile number 1. Let's see what are or how Tarot is seeing your potential. So I will do one spread which will answer certain questions. So what is the physical fact of issue what you have? And I will turn them upright immediately. What actions do you plan to take? Right? What would be your ideal outcome of course. Then I have a paper because I don't know. So, what will be the challenges for the action? Okay. And what would be the outcome? Let's say the next stage. Wow. Okay. So the put it here. Okay. So the overall energy of the reading. I'm talking about the energy. I'm not talking about the real physical situation, but what is actually floating around is lying in emotions, and maybe not trust because you can't see something, or because you are very much attached to the past. But let's see from the reading. So the physical fact is that you are maybe trying to release a certain convince which you had. So you are like happy to rethink about the situation. You are releasing this stubbornness. This is one option. The other option is that you are you don't have enough finance. I'm not talking about money only, but it could be property, it could be investment, whatever. You don't have enough money to support your wish, or the third one could be that you've lost some money which you gain in the past because of being careless or because reaching out and being trustful for someone. So whatever your situation is, you know, go with that if you can resonate. If you can't, just don't try to force yourself. Okay. It can be linked to December, or December can be significant month for that, so it's maybe lingering around from December onwards. And you can potentially be grateful that the consequence was not that bad because you are somehow protected, or you are praying to be protected. So there is a kind of a protection, yeah? So when we're talking about the action you're planning to be very careful and very nurturing with your portfolio. So here we are talking about discs in both cases. So the discs can present money, coins, can present job, can present, or let's say are like a representative of that. But generally the disc energy is the energy of the value. So whatever you are valuing as a money, as a something. So if here we are talking about a relationship, it's just translate from money into the relationship. It could be that you in physical reality, because coins are physical reality, that you are in reality start understanding the value of this connection, and you are trying to release your boundaries and allow someone to come in. So you are dissolving your values, your old values, let's say. You're changing your mind about what is important and what do you need to stick with since December, and you are somehow either protected or uh, or or you are going back. So the four of discs is also, when it's upright, it's also withdrawing from the society. So moved out from the society, keeping yourself on the castle and holding uh, everything for yourself from a fear that someone can um, steal something. And the cobweb is a web, is a society, is is a net of connections, of people, of whatever. Yeah. So take it as it resonates. It can be both. It can be negative and I mean negative shadow, and it can be positive. So take it as it resonates. It can be good that you are releasing something since December, and you are moving back. You understand the importance of the web, of the net, of the information. You are happy to share. It could be that you are protected and you can be grateful that the things didn't go worse than they were. Um, Whatever is resonate, but the action you are taking is very smart. So you are taking the Mother Earth, the let's say the saving mode. Be cautious with what you have. So what you've earned here in form of money, property, love, job, whatever, and to handle this with the care as Mother Earth. So you are very much appreciate. The action is to start appreciating what you have and behave very um, nurturing with the care with what you have. And also being very pragmatic here. It can be that you will ask for advice, someone very wise, someone like your mother maybe, or your aunt or grandmother, or it can be father as well if the father is presenting more this everyday nurturing person. Yeah, if the father has more feminine energy than the masculine energy. You can be that you will invite someone for coffee, for a tea, for a lunch, brunch, whatever, and talk to them. Give them an overview of what is going on. And the ideal outcome would be, of course, the wish fulfillment. So here we see the cups. So we see emotional fulfillment. So the ideal would be that you would be happy and it would bring you emotional fulfillment. Yeah, so that this wish would come true. We see this guy here sitting alone. let's see what the tea leaf message on top of this is, because this card can be interpreted on many different ways. So being in that position, ideal outcome, and being a wish fulfillment in a theory, that's one option. But let's see what the tea leaf is here saying. Okay, yeah, so you are protected from someone, yeah. So you see, here is the bat and here is the cobweb, and in this cobweb the flies and other insects are fetched, and the bat is actually eating them and also destroying the cobweb, yeah. So if this situation is about someone who is working against you, or at least you think that it's about that someone is working against you, so the ideal situation is to get rid of this person, so to leave you alone. This would make you emotionally fulfilled. So bat is also warning to take extra care of what you say. The bat is over the cave, so it's something also hidden. So if you maybe haven't taken consideration everything, you need to think of. But this talk to this person here is not a bad idea. Okay, so what will be the challenges? So the challenges would be challenge. So you have two major arcana on each side, so there will be big challenges, but they are both very positive, yeah. So the first is that you will need to decide which way you want to go, and you will need to keep these two. They are sphinx, they could be ponies, yin and yang, to run parallel to enable that the carriage would go straight. If these two are not synchronized, the chariot will fall apart, will be all over the world, and you are the one who is holding the, I don't know the English word for this one, with these two to keep them running. So you are the one who is driving this chariot. So you need to be very well aware of what you are doing. You need to be determined to that. And chariot is talking about victory. So the chariot is going toward the goal, and when you are in the chariot, you need to make a decision. You need to know, you need to make a decision. You can't think, oh, you can't pull once this stream and another time this stream, yeah. So you need to be very synchronized in what you really want and go for it, because it's only about victory. It's only about to reach the goal, to skip the obstacle, to go around the obstacle, to find another way, whatever. But this is what is important. So it's upright, it's positive. You are able to do this. You are able to do it by June, until June, from June, I don't know, whatever, with the person born in June, and here also can be with the person born in December, yeah. So however December is resonating with you, and however June is resonating with you. And if it is about the reconciliation with someone, if it is a love affair, if it is a reconciliation in a job position, if it is a reconciliation with the parents, or with the children, or with the friends, whatever it is, you need to know what you want. And go for it. And reach the goal, and don't look around while you are running for reaching the goal. You should not look around. You should not be disturbed by something. You need to be very clear in your mind, very much aware in your mind on what you are going for. And then the other challenge is a star. And the star is representing two energies. One is a wish upon a star, and the other one is a healing. So she's pouring water, she's naked, she's open. So the challenge would be to be very, very open, very truthful, but at the same time taking care of the bat. So taking care of potential enemies or potential people who can take the advantage of you. But it doesn't mean hiding. Yeah, you need to be here very sensitive. You need to know very well. So I'm open discussing. I want this or that or whatever the wish is. But you don't really need to uncover the plan. How do you think to reach it? And also you should not be a trickster, so you should not do the tricks with the chariot. Yeah, you should not do the tricks. So you should not give false information to someone to clear your road, to move forward. So you need to be trustful, but you don't need to say everything. No one is actually forcing you to uncover your plans. What are you what is your plan to achieve that? Yeah, so what will be the challenges? The challenges will be to not lose hope, so to trust that the star you are following, and you see this chariot, it also has stars here, yeah, on the top. So following your star, not step back, and trust that the wish will come true. It also has this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it has 7 stars here, and then one big 8. So 1 plus 7 is 8, and 8 is a strength. So it's suggesting a family matters. However, this family matters is resonating with you. Okay. So the outcomes, it will not be easy. So no one promise you easy, like Churchill is saying. It will not be easy, but it's feasible. With the devil here, upright. You can potentially put yourself into position to maybe try to be trickster, or being tempted with something what does not belong to you. So let's see, what are the Tilif? Yeah, obstacles to overcome, you see. So the obstacles are, and this guy is really struggling to see this castle here, because he's all in the action, all in this all want to achieve something. So he's pushing with his last drop of energy to reach the castle there. But at the same time, it's 10. It's the end of the situation. So there will be obstacles, and it can be you will not reach the goal just in March. Yeah. Now when we are talking about the March, yeah, so it's not that on 1st of March this story starts and on 31st of March is ending. No, it's a fluid. So now I'm reading in February for March, and once I will publish this, you will listen this, and it's, of course, it's a reading for March, but the situation can be in April or in May or in, I don't know, whenever. So it can be you will not reach this, and in March you would approach the ending of the cycle, but it can be that you will be tempted here with something. So some things around will disturb you. You will maybe hold to something. You will be holding to something, trying to find excuses that you are chained, but you are not. This chain is loose. They can leave whenever they want to leave. So it can be that you will deal with your ego, because devil is also presenting ego, and the 10 of wands are a bit of the ego, because our ego does not allow us to drop these sticks, but we still want to push and reach and show everyone we can do this. However it resonates, whatever you recognize in yourself, but be honest. Yeah, so recognize if you are this. Happiness, yeah. So happiness itself, this happiness here, can attract you so much, thinking that you would be happy in this, with this job, with this girlfriend, boyfriend, this husband, wife, that it's more of a temptation. Why I'm saying this is because the energy of the reading here is Knight of Cups in the reverse, and the Knight of Cups is presenting someone who is offering cup, being sure that it's actually love, but he's doing this in too many harbors. Yeah, so he is not settled yet. He is afraid of a commitment, afraid of a true love. And he's here in the reverse, so it can be that it's a tricky person. Yeah. So let's see what the Gua 61 centric in truth is presenting. So the I Ching messages are very long, and they have a lot of books and a lot of things to read. So I will make it very short, and I will take one explanation which is Western and simple, because I have no time for doing this, but I will leave a link to the hexagram and to the page I'm taking this from. So from then on you can actually search for your for the explanation if you will be interested in. So the centering in truth involves becoming conscious of the relationship between your heart and the circumstances of your life. This requires connecting with the fundamental wisdom that is within you, with other people, and within all of the nature. And the nature is presented here with this Queen of Pentacles. Truth becomes power when you let go of prejudice and make yourself receptive to the world as it really is. So this devil here is maybe tempting you to idealizing the world. Also, the star can be the idealization of the world. This kind of inner transformation can produce a remarkably influential person, but it's difficult to achieve in the destructing modern world of false messages and fake friendships. It's achieved only by those who cultivate a genuine openness, yeah, openness we were talking about, to the way things are, and possesses a willingness to see into the heart of things rather than to merely looking at the appearances. Uh, so, uh, centering into the truth. These enemies here can be also this fake news, which is rumbling around. So, try to be centered uh, in what is important for you. So for those one who are looking this for love, romantic, love relationships, I will pull three Katina Deste. There, they can be also for any other thing, but they are more or less very much described from the love relationship. But yeah, I mean, so whoever is watching this, I mean, welcome and watch this as well. But it's more of a romantic love. Okay, so I'm taking three for those one. Okay. Okay, so Zumrud is the water energy, and when it's appearing in the reverse, it's saying that the success is granted, but with some delays. So you will obviously have to drive this chariot to reach the success. So this one is quite general. I can't say that it's really a romantic. So Sa in the reverse should take some responsibility. Which chariot have to take? Yeah, so have to take some responsibility. And the moon in the reverse is presenting very similar as a moon in a tarot. So March is bringing you exactly what the tarot is actually saying. So they are really reflecting the tarot. You can reach your success, but you will have to be very straightforward. You will have to take responsibility into your hands. So take the streams into your hand, drive them towards. So at the same time, when the star is in the sky, the moon is also in the sky. So under the sky, under the star and the moon sky, we don't see the physical reality really as it is. Yeah. So this path here can be also this too much fake information, and you don't know which one is true. So here you will have to take responsibility into your hand. You will have to understand what is true and then drive this chariot straight forward, not being disturbed with all the temptations which will come around. Yeah, so you will see this temptation and you will actually be in a difficult position, but you have all ability to succeed with a small of delay. So maybe not March, maybe April or May, as we said before, but you will have to be very responsible. And maybe it's really good thing to talk to this person here. The action which you are planning to take, to talk to some a female energy which is very organized and very grounded, it's a very good idea. So dear pile 1, that's all I have for you for March 2023. I hope it helps, and I hope see you in another reading. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 2, those one who resonates with the Aleister Crowley Tarot, Thought Tarot, with number 2, number 12, Standstill as a message. Let's see what Tarot is proposing, or how Tarot is seeing your issue and how it's seeing your potential solution. I will not take this one, but it will be significant if it will appear in the reading. So for pile number 2, let's see. So I have a spread which is actually answering a certain question. So the physical fact of the issue you are questioning about, the action you are planning to take, and the ideal outcome. And then we have challenges you will face during this action, and we have outcome. I'm not really reading this as an outcome, but more as a next stage of situation. Very interesting. So same as pile number 1, just a different image from Aleister Crowley, and that's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is in Aleister Crowley is air of water, and so it could present a person born between October 23 and November 22. He is the airy part of the water, so he is between mind and emotions, and he's surrounded by signs, by Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. I apologize, a bit of disturbance during this reading. So we said we have a Knight of Cups, same as in a pile number 1, and it's presenting Libra and Scorpio, and it's the airy part of the water. So he is thinking, or maybe holding back with love, or with the commitment. He's here flying over the water, you can see, and he's trying to touch, but he's not sure, so his mind is holding him back. It might represent you, it might represent other person, yeah. So as we said, that it's born between 21st of October until 21st of November. I think that this is what we said. Okay, so I'm sorry, I turned them upside down. I mean, I will turn all of them. Wow. Ooh. They did same for pile number 1. Wow. Okay, so the physical fact is you have discs, so the same way as pile number 1 did, and discs in a physical reality is is a good sign. I'm not saying that it's positive or negative, but it's a sign that that it's really about the physical situation. And and with the Three of Pentacles upside down, could be that either you don't have a support, either you are in a three-party situation, you're making a decision about two people, or someone else is making a decision about the third party. Sorry, sorry, I have a dog and he just found she just found my pencil and crash it. Okay, so either you don't have a support, or you are not grounded and not balanced with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So something is wrong with the balance between mind, spirit, and emotions. Yeah. Or as said before, you are somehow between two people. So let me put one tea leaf on top and see, pay attention to your finance. It could be also, of course, that there is a finance situation, that you are worrying about the finance, that you don't have a finance, or that someone is tricking you, that you have a trickster around you. Yeah, so let's see. Let's continue, maybe we will come back. So when it comes to action, you have a Queen of Wands. Wands are presenting action, and Queen of Wands is a person who is an energy, or a person who is capable of moving things forward. So she is very charming, very knowledgeable, and a very illuminated person when she is upright. When she is in the reverse, so apologize. My dog. So when she is in the reverse, she can be uh, jealous, she can be uh, temper, she can make two actions too quick, she can be very um, egoistic, let's say. She's trying to reach her goals no matter what people around her are dealing with. And this was the tea leaf which came out, and it's saying spiritual love. So it can present your spiritual love, person which you need to turn down. Or your spiritual wish. So as I'm seeing further on cards, I will come back to this action here, because this action can be too quick. So it's possible that you are making some conclusions too quick, that you want to just to go read off. And let's see. So your ideal your ideal outcome, of course, would be fair. So this Prince of Wands or Knight of Wands has a heart of lion, and he is honest, and he has integrity, and he's streaming to the highest good. So he can represent also a kind of a turning point in your life when the things have been going badly. So he has enthusiasm, he's moving forward. You see this picture, he is moving forward with this chariot here. He is kind of an opposite of reversed Queen of Wands. Yeah, so when Queen of Wands is upright, she is amazing, but when she is in the reverse, she is not a good energy. So yeah, so the ideal outcome would be a success, of course. The ideal outcome would be a success. So you would like to succeed as a Knight of Wands, being fair to everyone. The solution would be for good for everyone. And but the path is crossing with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, and the heart and caring. Yeah, that's the character of a Prince of Wands. So in Aleister Crowley Tarot, there are certain minor arcana cards ruled by a court cards, and Ten of Cups is actually ruled by a Queen of Wands. And Ten of Cups is the opposite of what the goal-oriented, hardworking Queen of Wands is all about. She can rest upon achievements and reaches to the point if not making best use of them. So the cup, I mean, she can be selfish. Yeah, so now we have both of them in the reverse. Yeah, so with the action and with the challenges here, it will be a great challenge for you actually to move forward. You would like to have this heart of lion and the energy, so this would be the ideal outcome for you. But you are maybe too dreamy. You have maybe too much of a Prince of Wands, a Prince of Cups or Knight of Cups energy, who is not really reliable. And if there was kind of a mm, if some hurt has been caused by someone else, you will have to come over this. And having these two a bit heavy cards on the other side, it could be that they will suck you down in these intentions. It can be that it's about the family wishes. So this is actually a family. It's a wish about the family. And the reconciliations. This pile, although the cards are different or in a different position, it's kind of a similar reading as a pile number one. So, I mean, if you want, and if you maybe go to the pile number one. So we have two tens here, and tens are presenting the end of the cycle. Yeah, emotional cycle and mental cycle, let's say, conclusions in mind and emotional fulfillment. So we have here Ten of Cups in the reverse, and we have Ten of Swords upright. And it can be that your action are actually, you are thinking about how to reach the end point, but it is there, it's almost there, but you can't push through, you can't come through and really end it. So some traces are all the time lingering here around. So now it comes into it comes like a message to me. It can be that the family has one wish and you can't fulfill, and you are struggling for the reconciliation. You are struggling with the reconciliation because you have Ten of Swords, but you are almost there. So you like forgive someone about something. It can all be same, but here we have these three, so it guides to me that there are three things or three party, not necessary in the romantic relationship, not absolutely not. It can be whatever. It can be mother and marriage, this mother or the other mother. It can be children, and it can be someone else wants same job as you want. Someone is deciding whether you are getting the promotion or someone else is getting the promotion. Yeah, so it can be really in any situation. So don't understand when I'm saying third party that this is a romantic love third party situation. It can be, if it's resonate with you, okay, but it can be anything else, not necessarily a romantic thing. Yeah, so the ideal situation or outcome, of course, would be that you are this Knight of Wands or Prince of Wands, or that the Prince of Wands would come and resolve this situation. It can be about love, of course, but it can be just the caring. You care very much. You would really like from the bottom of your heart that this would be a successful story. But there are there are challenges. I'm not saying it's impossible, of course. I'm not saying at all, but maybe you need to reconsider certain things. If you recognize yourself as a Queen of Wands in the reverse, try to turn her upright. So be honest, be like a Prince of Wands. Be honest, be straightforward, be have a heart of a lion. So fight, but be fair. Don't try to trick the situation, and don't try or don't think that the things will be just resolved because of past achievements. So don't try to lie on the achievements of the past. So the outcomes are saying here that with the Six of Cups in the reverse, it seems that something from the past should die. Some past should go away. So Six of Cups in the reverse is also presenting attracting wrong people into relationship, not being in touch with what is close to your heart, and maybe unable to express yourself on a healthy way. It can potentially be also holding to the past, but the outcome itself is on the other side is very nice. I mean, it's Two of Cups, which is of course one of which is a minor arcana Lover's card. It's a marriage, it's the beginning of a harmonious relationship, well-matched people, equal people, universal love, a love that is both and special and equal. So it seems here between, so it's everything looks very relationship oriented. And like two people involved, I mean three people involved, you plus two people involved, and you have to make a decision between them. You want maybe to suppress a spiritual love. You want to kick your spiritual love out of a question. You maybe not fair. I mean, really, you have a reconciliation here. You have Two of Cups here. You have court cards, three court cards, so quite crowded here, quite a lot of people. And with this, the most difficult part of the situation is over. So in March, you will maybe understand this Six of Cups, this past. So I will take, as I said in the pile number one, this Katina dice, they are very much oriented as a relationship cards, but they can be applied to anything else. But the answer is very often comes out as a relationship answer. So for pile number two, I will not say what I said in pile number one, listen just the relationship, because then I pulled out the cards which were not really a relationship oriented. So if they are coming out as a relationship, then just maybe not consider it. So pile number two. Oh. Okay. 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 So you have a cheater and you have a friend. You have a snake and you have a dog. And then you have a Nile Nehru in the reverse. So the Nile River in the reverse is a flood Nile, and when the Nile is flooding, it's a difficult situation. Yeah, so it's very hard uh, to manage your uh, everyday life when the Nile is flooding. So you have a difficult situation and you have someone who is cheating you, and then you have a friend. And this is very much what this Two of Cups is presenting. It's this one, and the Yilan is presented with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So, and this Ten of Swords is a difficult situation. So for pile number three, to summarize the tarot reading, and then I will give you a standstill information where you can already actually think what the standstill is. You have a friend, and you should go with the friend advice. He will give you a period of prosperity and abundance. So he is the right person. And you have a Yilan. So the spiritual love here, it's probably a message to you. Think about who is your spiritual love. Also, maybe you actually discharge the past, but maybe you need to question again about this, because this past which you discharged is bringing this Nile to flood. Also this Ten of Cups in the reverse, when all the water from this Ten of Cups coming out of the cups, it's also can present the flood. I mean, of course the minor flood, but the flood in your family wishes. So there is no one else who will come and take action here. Be that strong and resolve issue for yourself. That's something what you need to do. But for the beginning, if you are not in the mood, if you can't find that much of the energy which from cards it's coming out, then maybe at least listen to your to your friend, to best friend, or the friend advice, or someone who really loves you, because this person really loves you. And I have a feeling that this is the spiritual love. This person really loves you and wants to help you. So when we are talking about standstill and hexagram number 12, I mean, in periods of standstill or stagnation, a confusion and disorder can prevail. So don't be self-focused. You can't quickly change a situation in which you are, because you will create a conflict. Yeah. So you should accept a hardship and keep the integrity. Yeah, this is this one. Yeah, and prepare yourself for the future growth. Maybe this spiritual love, understand what the love is. So for the moment, for the month of March, in whichever situation you are, I Ching is suggesting you to stand still. So don't do anything if you are not capable of being this Knight of Wands, if you are not capable to go for something with the heart of lion, so with the total um, caring, with the integrity, if you have to manipulate something to achieve your, and this will actually bring you in a resolution that the, uh, the most difficult part will vanish, and you will be able to uh, enter into the period of prosperity and abundance. Of course, by doing this, by standing still, the situation itself can be resolved. Yeah, you will see that it was actually not that bad as you thought. Yeah. Mm. So the total energy of the reading is quite upside down. Yeah. So um, that's what I have for you, pal, number 2. So if you are not able, even though you are almost in the end, you have tenths here, so you are just probably tempted to finish this, to go for something else, to go for maybe reconciliation, to drop the family wish to come through. So we have well here, we have water here, we have water here, and we have water here, and we have water here, and here and here. So a lot of water energy. It can be also that kind of a finance situation is not actually supporting your change, that you can't change this. If you are a child and you would like to go away from your parents, it's not time. Yeah, maybe you need to save a bit money, or to understand how you are, what you are, how you are behaving, and maybe change your behavior towards your parents, and uh, uh, give them a trust that you are capable of resolving this issue. Yeah, trouble, accusation, on the three of pentacles in the reverse. So there is an option. Probably there are two things which you need to choose from, and there and you are not stable. You don't know how to. It's too much of a trouble. Stand still. If this message came to you and you understand what you have to do and you can do to be this um, lion, this uh, lion-hearted personality, then go for it. But remember, be fair. Be fair. Don't try to trickster. It will not work. Be honest. With whatever it is, be honest. If you've done something wrong, say openly, okay, I will try to repair it, I'm sorry. But from the bottom of your heart, not just a text that you are sorry. Just go for it. Be brave. Be brave as this one. So I hope it helps you, pal number 2. I wish you all the best and hope see you in another reading. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3, those one who resonate with number 3, with Universal Golden Tarot, with number 46, with the text pushing upward, whatever guided you to choose pile number 3. Let's see what pile number 3, what the tarot, what the uh, universe is trying to tell you through my tarot reading. So pile number 3. I have a spread which is answering a certain questions. So I have a physical reality of the problem, your actions, wow, desired outcome, our ideal outcome, challenges, and the outcomes. Outcome, sorry, or the next stage. Okay, so the overall energy is hangman, up, upright. He is standing upright, so he moved back from the hanging position. He understood something, or at least he thinks that he understood something, and he is now ready to implement the things. That's one option, and the other option is that he is resisting to see things from the other perspective. So the physical reality is that you are still in a troubled water. So you or maybe someone denied helping you, or you start traveling, moving somewhere, but you are stuck back into the choppy water, so you didn't push yourself into the calm waters. It can be a mental or a physical journey. So the swords are presenting mental energy. So it can be that you are mentally not actually ready to move forward, or mentally thinking that no one wants to help you. You maybe thought that you will be playing a different role than you are, or you are hoping that you will play a different role, or this is a temporary situation and you will be playing a different role. Let's see, let's see with what you are resonating, but also let's see what the reading forward will tell us. So your action is to go and fight for your rights. So the action are connected to the wands, and you have wands here. So you made a decision to make to actually fight for it. So the 5 of Wands is competition of a gentleman. It doesn't mean that it's not a competition, or that they are afraid of saying what they think. So they are each fighting, but with the upright fight of Wands, they are fighting fairly, so not below the waist, as we are saying. So you're ready to fight for what you think you have rights. Is it because someone is leaving your life and you are ready to fight for it? It's the end of situation, or you want to end this situation of back and forth with the 6 of swords in the reverse. I don't know. That's something you should understand, or you can understand. You know better your situation. let's see what the reading is saying. Maybe then it will be easier for you to identify if you can't identify. So for the ideal outcome, we have a Wheel of Fortune. So the ideal outcome for you would be if the universe would just pay you for what you think you invested and you think you have a right by some karmic situation. Yeah. So you are aware that probably that you need a bit of a help from the universe. You are aware that you need some other forces to help you. It can also be that you need a time, but you are aware that you need a time for that. You hope for the good news on the way, so there may be some news on the way, and you are praying that the news will be good. So when we are talking about the challenge here, the challenge here is the truth, the clarity in mind, what the truth is, what the facts are, what is going on. You will have to cut through with this sword, or the challenge is for you to gain the clarity, or the challenge is to cut a certain things which you, so we have here someone is going out of your life, or it's the end of the situation, so the challenge will be to cut this, to cut the situation, to cut all the lies maybe, and unfaithful situation, whatever the case is. You have a spiritual love here, as pile number 2 had here. So you should truly believe in love. You should love from a spirit. You should love unconditionally. And that's probably the wine you should drink, the wine of truth. And when we are here with the wine, there is a 4 of Wands here upside down. So whether this presenting your home being upside down, a missing celebration, there is nothing to celebrate about, or there is no support, or some friendship, some friends let you down. But the challenge here is to understand that the house is upside down. So we have 4 of Wands upright. That's the action you are thinking to take. And with this action, you probably want to turn these 4 of Wands upright. Yeah, and to make a change for the better. And you, with the upright magician, you have all aces in your hand. You can manifest whatever you want. You also have a gift of a communication. You know how to communicate. Since I'm reading reversals and I'm reading upright as a light side and the reversal as a shadow side, I will not read this reversal here with the negative, because he can manipulate when he is in his shadow energy. But since the shadow energy in my readings are presented with the reversal of major arcana, I would say he is positive. He can manifest whatever he wants. That's the strength, but it could be something what someone wants from you, or if so the magician is also able to protect himself. Yeah, he knows how to protect himself. He's here, has this eternity symbol. uh, so you will be, let's say, attacked, or someone will try to uh, win over you with this 5. So when you are going into a fight, you should be aware that you can win or lose. Yeah, and of course someone will try to win you. So with this, someone is going out of your life, or it's the end of the situation. It can be that you are going to fight for someone who is trying to move out of your life, who is trying to ending a relationship, for example. And it's destroying a home, and you will try to fix it. But you need to be careful, because you need to defend yourself. So when you are in a fight, you should be aware that the other people will use their tools too, whether they will be fair or not. That's something we don't know, yeah? So you know your intentions, uh, but you don't know the intentions of the others. Temptations will test you. So you will either gain a coin and move away. So you will win and you will move away, slowly but surely. As a Knight of Pentacles, this Knight of Pentacles is very reliable. Who is this reliable person? Is it yourself moving away? Although there will be a temptations which will test you. So let's see what is 46 advice. What is the pushing upward for? Oh, hello, my dear pile number 4. Those one who resonates with Osho Zen Tarot, with number 4, with number 49, Revolution. Let's see what the tarot is bringing, or what the universe is bringing, which messages is universe blah 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 bringing to you through this tarot reading. Okay, let's see. We'll see if it is significant. If we'll pull it out. So pile number 4. What is pile number 4 saying? So I have a spread which is answering certain questions. So what is the physical fact of your situation? What actions are you planning to take? And what would be the ideal outcome? Oh, challenges? Okay. And the outcome, or the next stage, I would say, not the outcome. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay. So the overall energy of the reading is about injustice, some negative karma reached you, or you can't find the truth. You can't push through all the, let's say, garbage around you. So let's see. So the physical fact is Queen of Cups in the reverse. So Queen of Cups, when she is upright, she is energy which you need when you are sick, when you are suffering, when you are she is emotionally mature, and she knows how to nourish you, how to hug you, how to she is accepting things as they are, and she's just drowning into the water of the sea. She's very open with her naked body, and she is not in her mind. She has a lot of flower instead of a head, and she is going through with the heart. But when she is in the reverse, then she is not that stable, or she is not able to she's emotionally destroyed all over the place, not actually ready. She's lacking a receptivity. She can't accept life as it is. So when we're talking about the physical reality, it seems that you are all over the place. You can't ground yourself. You can't emotionally. You're emotionally not fulfilled, and not in a good condition, let's say, like that. and you are hoping for good fortune to actually um, help you, or you have actually a great fortune that you are in a position in which you are, because it can be worse with the way you are uh, behaving. So it could be that you sacrifice yourself for something, and now uh, you're coming back with this new vision or hanged man in the reverse. So the action which you are planning to take is actually to uh, move, to move from stuck position in which you are, so to not allow being stuck anymore, to put some order. Now it's a question whether you gain a new vision. If not, so if you resist to gain a new vision, then it could be both positive or negative. Yeah? So it could be positive if you resist to sacrifice yourself, as the hanged man is also uh, able to, or it's a negative if you don't want to realize that you need to uh, try to see things from different perspective, because if you would be able to see things from a different perspective, you wouldn't be all over the place with your emotions. So is it a new perspective? If so, that's what something you know. Yeah, so if you've been thinking, withdraw yourself um, from a problem for a while, and you've been thinking a lot, then you've gained probably a new vision. That's something you would know. You maybe realize, oh, of course, that was because of, and so on. So then that's it. Uh, you've been maybe received advice from friend to move on, to stop hanging from a tree hopelessly and trying to gain some new vision, because it's very good when, if we are in a conflict, for example, if you withdraw ourselves out of this conflict and try to overview, try to put ourselves into the shoes of other and understand their perspective, and then say, okay, maybe it was not really like I thought, maybe it's different, maybe um, it's it's not necessary I'm not right, maybe okay, from my perspective I'm right, but from their perspective they're right. So yeah, so that's that's one option. And your friend is saying, okay, now you've been withdrawn from the situation for quite a while, for quite a long time, so now either you have a new attitude or you don't have. If you have a new attitude, come forward and say it. If you don't have, then just withdraw and move away, because it doesn't really serve anyone to that you are holding in this position anymore, or that you are uh, and their advice was to take an action and move from this stuck position. Yeah, of course, the ideal outcome would be to start anew, to trust, to start new, start again from 0 point. Forget about all conflicts, all misunderstanding, all bad things, so to delete things, but it doesn't work like this. So we can start again, but of course with the experience we have, with the awareness what was wrong, and try not to repeat it. Amazing, yeah. Romance in the air. So now we can understand, of course, this as a romantic relationship. So if it was a romantic breakup, so the ideal outcome would be that this that it start again. that you would gain a trust, and you would be able to go into the romance again with the same person. If it is about the job, it's the same thing. So if there was some um, unhealthy relationship in your workplace, and you felt all over the place, and maybe you were even on the edge to lose your job. You were very lucky that you haven't, but now you are stuck what to do, to search for a new job, to stay here. And the friend told you you can't change your mind every 5 minutes, so try to consolidate and understand what you want. And the ideal situation would be start again or start a new job, whatever. Yeah. So, and that some new attractive job would appear, some new attractive person with whom you would like to have a romance. Um, it can also present this real nice love between parents and children, and if there was a children parent conflict and so on. So just start new. So here remember that there is justice in the reverse. So justice, which Osho Zen is calling breakthrough, and it's in the reverse. Yeah, so some unjust situation, although you show all the strength to fight something, so the energy, but the justice is not coming up. Okay, so now when we're talking about the challenges, so one challenge is that you are tired. You are not taking rest of something. You didn't take a rest of something, or you are afraid of taking a rest. And you are planning all the time. You are all the time in your mind, and you are planning, trying to logically find the solution for the for the situation, and you are tired of this and exhausted of this. And this new vision, also potentially an explanation which you took mentally. So you try to find a mental resolution, a mental understanding, the understanding from the mind perspective, what went wrong. So you didn't take a rest because maybe of a two-faced friends. Maybe you've been cheated in a relationship. Maybe two-faced friend at the work who is attacking your position. At the family, it can be, of course, the same situation. So someone is two-faced. One thing they are saying to you, one thing saying to some other person, and this is something what didn't allow you to take a rest. So there was a heartbreak with the Three of Swords before reversed Four of Swords, but you didn't take a rest, or you can't take a rest, or you are afraid to take a rest. But then also take in consideration and apply for your situation that you are maybe also rejecting, or you have adversity actually to think differently. And then your logical mind, which is trying to make a conclusion, what, when, and so on. It can be that you are also afraid that someone will try to make you do something against your will, and you are trying to find the way out. So whatever I said, I mean, there are different stories here when I'm talking. Yeah, so it can be that you are in this uh, or let's say unhappy situation, and you've been trying to get a new perspective, but you can't, and then you received an advice from friend with regards to another friend telling you it's a two-faced friend. Uh, but the challenge was that you didn't take a rest. You didn't really take time to think about or to feel maybe better, because you do think too much, but you don't have also enough experience. So if you are a junior in your job, it can be also that they are tricking you. You can't find the reason why they are doing this. Yeah. Um, so the outcome. I will read this considering the surrounding cards, considering this not very light energies surrounding. I will read this Six of Wands as a success. Um, with a note of ego. So now, is this success in April? Okay, in April. The success could be in April. A hard work ahead. Okay, so to achieve a success, you will have to work very hard. You will have to put all cards on the table up to April, until April, in April, I don't know, but that's something what you will have to do. But you will be too tired. And you will be actually very keen to accept the political solution or run away. Run away sad and not really understanding what's happened. And that's the reason, because you will have to take a vacation, a physical or a mental vacation. So you will understand that this is a lot of politics around, political solutions offered, and or that everything here is actually not happening because of you, but it's all happening because of some other political issues. So you have here two-faced friend, and here you have this two-faced friend. So this two-faced friend will be a challenge, and it's talking about not being able to rest. And then here we have this two-faced friend upright in the outcome and taking a vacation physically or mentally. So I think you will have to withdraw from this situation. Because on the way how you are trying to resolve it, it wouldn't work. So you are exhausting yourself with thinking, with logical thinking, with the work, with the hard work, and the success is guaranteed only with the hard work. But you are emotionally all over the place because you are working too much with the mind. And apart from that, you are page only, so you don't have all the information. And it could be that you think that someone is actually trying to make you to do against your will, but you maybe you're resisting for something what you even don't know what it is. Maybe you concluded something with your logical mind and not complete awareness or not knowledge about the total situation. That's also possible. But for you, pile number 4, I would say all 3 piles, uh, the previous 3 piles, they had less hard situation. So here is the less hard, is the hardest situation, I would say. You would like to start new, but that's not from this card. This is something what is not really possible unless you completely change your energy, unless you turn this Queen of Cups upside down, being receptive, accept the situation as it is. So accept that maybe it will never change. It is as it is, and you have to change yourself, move away, change yourself, or do whatever to change the circumstances in which you are. Because you are maybe really lucky that you are where you are, because it seems that you really have some people who are not very honest with you and who are maybe working against you. And it seems that they are winning. Either you are leaving everything, taking a vacation, or they're winning. So the politic is winning. So, or if you are staying, you will be involved in not very nice circumstances. Now I will take three Katina Deste as well. If this is a love situation, if this is a love, so I said this in pile number 1 and then I regret it. So they are designed more or less for the relationship, but they are not only for the relationship. So they can be applied for any other situation as well. Yeah. So if this is a relationship situation, if you will make a compromise, I mean, it could be that one of the outcome is that you will make a political compromise just to take a vacation, but then you will be sucked again into the same situation. So it can resolve the situation. So you can be a temporary winner. Even here, you can celebrate the winner after the hard work in April, but the new political games will come after that, because you haven't changed yourself. You didn't really accept the situation, but you just try with the political solution. So here you have a lot of swords, and the swords are connected to mind and to to make a combination, variation, permutation, and so on about the same situation, the same emotional situation. Yeah. Okay. So pile number 4. A fish, hexagram, and Seljuk Sasa. Okay. Okay, so you have a fish in the reverse, and in this deck, the fish in the reverse means that you have an enemy, which is most probably Seljuk Sasa, because she is a negative energy, uh, uh, and uh, you need to swim very strong upstream to actually win or to beat them. On the other side, you have a Tagral. He is very loyal to you, so he's probably presenting this friend, and Sajuk Sasa is presenting a cat, and this politics is this Seven of Swords here, and it can be that you are somewhere in between, in between uh, this, so you need to take the advice of a Tagral. He has a good advice for you how to win this, but you need to know who Tagral is and who Seljuk Sasa is. And now we have a revolution from the I Ching, and that's something I'm going to read because this is really, it's not, I mean, you need to have a lot of kilometers to being able to know all these guas. So what is the advice? So this I Ching is presenting on oracle advice, let's say. So the elements of the hexagram are fire and the water. Fire evaporates water and water puts out fire, and similarly change often causes conflict, and conflict brings about change. This hexagram refers to a time in the cycle of the human affairs when things are stirring up and the hint of dramatic change in the air, and this dramatic change is showing here. In order to succeed, a revolution must be in alignment with the laws of nature and good timing. And good timing, that's this one, yeah. It must begin at the right moment, gather support from a broad base of people, be guided by sincere and capable leaders, and most important of all, address a real need. The strength of the forces of change will always be in proportion to the urgency of the need being championed. The strength of the forces of change will always be in proportion to the urgency of the need being championed. This is true whether the revolution is in a government, business, education, or in a personal affairs. Combat between forces of dark and light. Between the forces of dark and light. Combat, swim between light and dark. One can become aware of these cycles. One can become aware of these cycles. So accept that the cycles are, and master them through preparation. In period of drought, even wild storms are preferable to just another sunny day. A new season awaits. So that's all for you, pile number 4. I hope it helps. So if you want to change this situation, and if you really want this ideal outcome here, so new beginning, whether with some same person, whether completely new beginning for yourself, you need first to accept that the things are as they are, that winning in the suspicious circumstances can be only a political solution, can maybe give you a bit of a time to rest, but then you will have to start again. So this solution will not provide you a solution for your case. It will maybe give you a bit of a vacancy, a bit of a physical or mental vacancy to prepare yourself. So if this is the situation, okay, very good. If you are able to recognize it and if you are going in with the awareness, okay, I'm too tired, I can't continue this battle anymore. Let me do a compromise. Let me do compromise, celebrate success, and pull ourselves or reserve some time for the better solution in the in the near future. If that's not what you want, so if you don't want any political solution, then you have to change certain things now with the hard work. So it can be that there is injustice, but okay, everything is balancing with the time. Revolution is saying that it should be a revolution, yeah. So it should be you should put fire under the water, and this fire is here, and here is the water. So this fire here have to actually start evaporating this water. So you need to turn around this to evaporate. For now, it's only with this comme ci comme ça situation, it's only producing kind of a politics solution. If you are aware and accept that this is just for reserved a bit of a time for you to rest and then start again, that's good. If you think that this will be a solution, it will not be a solution, it will start all over. And be very well aware of who is your friend and who is your enemy, because you have to swim upstream to beat this Seljuk Sasa, and you need to know who is a Tagral. And Tagral is here on top of the cat, so he is trying to help you. Maybe this Seljuk Sasa is someone who is trying to make you to do something against your will, and you are exhausted with the logical mind and logical thinking how to avoid, and you don't have enough experience. She is much wiser than you. I mean, not good wiser, but she is I don't know the English word for this, but she is full of ideas how to destroy the things. So pile number 4, thank you for listening, thank you for joining me. I hope it helps, and hope see you in another reading. Until then, bye.